Okay, so if you have an internet connection or play video games or have no life, you are probably familiar with Valve. Valve is notorious for making just some of the best games ever. I mean, they need no introduction, obviously. Half-Life, Left 4 Dead, Team Fortress 2, what other games have consumed so much of my life? Counter-Strike, obviously. They do it all, and they do it the best. Valve never makes a new game. They never, ever, ever make new things. So when they do, it's kind of a big deal. This is one of those moments that we nerds have been waiting for from Valve, and it looks like that time has finally come. I'm of course talking about the leaks that have come out recently of Valve's latest project. I spilled. This is kind of hot off the presses, and I kind of just wanted to put something out there on this game. So much so that I'm actually going scriptless for the first time ever. Kind of wish I didn't do that. I usually like to hold on to my old scripts, so I'll have to reprint that. So, Deadlock. We know it exists, and you're not really supposed to talk about it, which is the most intriguing part about it. So, let me talk about it, at least as much as I can. I never signed any NDAs. Nobody has, I don't think. The entire mystery around the game is very Valve-esque. It seems like this very obscure, don't tell anybody about this game, don't film the game, don't record the game, we'll come hold you hostage if you talk about the game. It all feels like something that Valve would do for marketing purposes. If this really is a marketing technique, then there's a fly in my fucking face, man. If this really is a marketing technique, then this is just genius because it has the people talking. How does a game that has never fully been acknowledged by the company have such rising player counts? In fact, if you search Deadlock on Steam, it doesn't come up. So naturally, I was curious, and I was wondering how it was even possible to get into the game. Well, it's simple really. All you need to do is get an invite from somebody who is currently in it. They could send you an invite, you'll get a little notification, and you're in. So if Valve doesn't want people to see the game in its early stages like this, or release any information about this alpha that's going on, then why would there be a built-in feature to bring in more players? Again, I don't know if this is just genius marketing, but it's working, and the hype is building up behind a game that doesn't even exist, quote unquote. There was actually a recent debacle from a gaming journalist on The Verge who posted information about the game. When you load it up, there's this little prompt, and the gaming journalist posted a picture of it. You can't talk about this game with anybody, don't tell them what you're playing. And instead of clicking the OK, this guy just hit escape on the keyboard as a way to sort of get around that prompt. Well, he got a big slap on the wrist for that one because he published this article and soon got banned from playing the game. So I guess they are serious about it. Clearly the game is not done. It's not meant to be seen by that many people in its earliest stages, and I'm, of course, not going to show any footage of it or anything like that, because I don't want to get the heat from Valve. Not that I've been playing it or anything non-stop. Feel like a week straight. I mean, no. So if Valve actually didn't want all of these people playing it right now and it was supposed to be more of a low-key thing, I'm wondering if this is now going to force them to go public with more information. Again, there hasn't been any official announcements or anything. Clearly, if they're banning people that are giving out these details for the game or posting footage or writing articles, then the game is not in a state to be shown to the public. Again, I'm not showing anything in this video, but there is footage out there, and of course people on the internet are already saying, well, you know, it looks bland, it looks dull, what is this? I would expect more from Valve. The game is nowhere near being finished, so maybe this is what they were trying to avoid. Maybe they really don't want people to see the game in this stage that it's currently in. Either way, the hype is building tremendously, and I think that player count is going to keep rising unless Valve is forced to shut this down completely. I think that would be a tragedy if this early playtest got shut down, because Valve doesn't want people to see all this footage that's being flung out there onto the internet. Clearly, they are cooking with something big here. It's clearly a good product if this many people are enjoying it. There is a dedicated subreddit for the game. People are really enjoying this game for even being as undercooked as it currently is. I actually wish I could talk about it more, but hey, I don't know anything about it. I actually kind of like that Valve is sort of laying down the hammer on this and making sure that not a lot is able to be put out there, because it's giving people that are in this early alpha stage of the game a chance to really play it raw and for themselves. The people that are playing right now are able to experience the game without others telling them exactly how it's going to be played, exactly how it's supposed to work. People that are in on the ground floor are kind of just getting to experience the game for the first time and learn for themselves, which I think is really cool. Of course, again, I wouldn't know anything about it. So let me know if you've heard more about Valve's latest project or read any of the leaks or are keeping up on the news with it, because it's Valve. You don't have to think that the game is good or bad or anything. You just hear Valve and you know that it's going to be big regardless. They only release big games, and I'm expecting this game to be one of their biggest, if I had to guess. Not because I know if it's fun or not.